Allah Akbar.
I think it's just that people have not, they have a lot of misunderstandings about Muslims.
Now before we start to dig deeper, let's stop for a second and rewind. We need to settle the hijab or the veil issue. A lot of people of other faiths question the covering of the head. You know, when Muslim women wear the hijab. So we try to find out about it, straight from the source.
So all the Muslim women in the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, or Prophet Jesus, peace upon him, or any other prophet of God, women used to cover their heads like this throughout history?
Throughout history? After the prophet, I mean even, yeah, Mary, you know, when you look back and everything, the majority of them were indeed covered. Out of respect, like we say, you know, look at the nuns. We look at the nuns and we say, oh, they're so sweet, they're so pious, look at how pure they are, you know, and just as Americans, you know, we have that perspective like, oh, they're so pure, you know, and everything. But then we look at the Muslim women and we say, oh, that poor woman, her husband makes her wear hijab, you know, it's a different perspective on it. And it's not, you know, if a woman doesn't want to wear it, you know, that's between her and Allah.
What about getting on the planes or walking, you know, taking a train or taking the bus? You're comfortable wearing this?
Yeah, you know, in fact, I think that oftentimes they get better treatment in America because they're so hypersensitive to being accused of, you know, stereotyping or giving us a hard time or being prejudiced against us, that they want it to be abundantly clear that they're not doing that. So sometimes they go to the opposite extremes to be extra nice to us. I've experienced that a lot more than I've ever experienced being discriminated against.
Wow, that's fascinating because we heard the opposite.
Yeah.
You're sure that you don't feel hot in this hijab?
No, I feel fine. I feel fine. We're used to it all day, every day.
And throughout the seasons you wear this?
Yes, yes, all the time.
And it's totally cool?
Yep, yeah.
It's almost 100 degrees out there and you don't feel hot in this hijab?
I feel as hot as anyone who was wearing a t-shirt. The difference is that I feel that this is the way I should dress. It's for my comfort, and I feel that modesty is very important for me.
The one comment I always get is, but it's just so hot, it's just so hot. And I said, it's not as hot as it's going to be, you know, on the day of judgment if I choose to live otherwise, so.
And people who are not wearing the hijab, you think they're bound for hell?
No, I think it needs to come from within, because I know many people who are wearing the hijab who may not be as pious as sisters who are not wearing the hijab. I personally feel it's an order from Allah, so I wear it. I don't believe that any man, my husband, nobody can give me permission to not wear it, because this is directly from Allah. So that's why I personally choose to wear it.
And to be honest, I'm a little warm too. I'm hot too. And I probably can't see I'm sweating, but I might be sweating, you know. But I just don't feel it as much. I have a reason why I dress the way I do.
Just in case I have this.
That's fine.
Backup towel.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's wipe. Wiping time.
Tampa Bay.
I love Tampa.
So if the nuns and Virgin Mary can cover their heads and wear the hijab or the scarf, then why can't Muslim women do that? Asks Jill Merida.
Talking to Sister Jill yesterday, she raised an important point that every time we see the Christian nuns in hijab or in their dress, we say, oh, what a lovely face. But when we see a Muslim woman in a hijab, people are like, oh my God, stay away from her. Why do you think that is happening?
I think it's just that people have not, they have a lot of misunderstandings about Muslims, because if they did understand what we believed in, they would understand it's the same faith. Why do we wear a veil? Well, Mary used to wear a veil, and she was a believing woman of the Jewish faith, and she was not Christian, she was a Jewish faith, and she wore a veil because she covered her hair out of modesty. We have the same purpose in wearing our veil. It's a modesty issue, and of course we take it off at home and when we're our families.
critics also ask, why do Muslims call each other brothers and sisters? What about the rest of humanity? What are they to them?
Every time we talk about Muslim men or Muslim women, I hear fellow Muslim women and men calling them brothers and sisters. Can't we call Christians and Jews and people of other faiths our brothers and sisters too?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we understand that we are all brothers and sisters in this world. I believe that I was born a Muslim, but that I came back to practice Islam when I first, made the Shahada here in this earth. I was raised as a Christian.
Did your family have any problems with that?
Yes. When I first converted to Islam or reverted to Islam, my family had big issues with it. It was at the beginning, you feel the little isolation of becoming a revert and having new people to deal with and your family sometimes shunning you. But at the same time, you're gaining new people.
Were they upset for a prolonged period of time? Are they okay now?
Yes. It was like the first year, in 2001, 2002, and then afterwards we slowly came back together as friends, as family. Family ties came back. It was fine.
And everyone's cool with that now?
Yes. They've accepted me 100%. It's no problem.
And they also understand that you don't represent the radical fringe of the religion. You are just a normal Muslim woman in America. Yes,
we've discussed it many times about the differences, about what kind of Muslims are real true Muslims. A true Muslim doesn't hurt another person, doesn't hurt a tree, doesn't break down a tree, without permission of the owner. And how people can be, we have free will, we're humans. So we have the will to be good, we have the will to be bad. Christians can be good, they can be bad. Muslims can be good, they can be bad.
But when someone converts or reverts to another faith, they leave everything else behind. So what happens to their families, their relations, their relatives, their festivities? How do they celebrate their occasions?
That's a really good point. I mean, I'm here, my family's here, and we have friends here, so whenever there's Eid or any other Muslim occasion, we get together. What do you guys do?
It's, that's one of the hardest times of the year for us, because we don't get to celebrate the family holidays like we used to, the traditional American type holidays, and they don't get to our families don't get to celebrate our Muslim holidays with us. So for the people who are single, oftentimes they're alone. They don't have family, but their dedication to Allah keeps them strong and going with it. What basically has happened here is we have a very strong community here, and we usually unite with each other, and it's like a surrogate family that we've developed, and we support one another, we eat together, everything. We give marital advice, we help each other with the spouses like a family would do. We're basically a surrogate family, and we're there for each other like mothers, aunts, sisters would be.
Now critics would ask, how does Piedad survive? Well, Piedad survives like all other non-profits, on donations. But donations for Piedad is not coming from foreign countries or any radical. It comes either from local citizens or from organizations like the Tampa Bay Muslim Alliance, that's being headed by Dr. Hussein Nagamia, a renowned cardiologist in America.
What are the causes that Tampa Bay Muslim Alliance is involved with?
Well, yeah, our main idea is to feed the hungry, to clothe the poor, to address their needs, because these are homeless people. They don't have anywhere to go. So we give them conveyance. As I said, bicycles were given away. We conduct their tests, which they may never have a test in the whole year. So we detect disease for them and send them on to free clinics, etc. So we do a lot of this kind of work. So this is has been going on for 11 years now. Yeah.
Allah Akbar.
You don't feel scared or
you know, somebody's going to attack you or anything like that.